Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to round 8 for the GTRC Gran Turismo Racing community, ladies and gentlemen. So we are going to be underway here in approximately 7 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. So let us talk a little bit about what we're going to see tonight. Alright, as we see our current standings leader here, Boo, in the pits here, so we're just going to go and jump around on track here. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, we are racing again round 8 here today, and we are on Brands Hatch. So this is going to be a fun little race with these Group 4 cars here today. Of course, we have a manufacturer series style racing series here, where there's 2 drivers for each manufacturer available in the series, and of course these drivers are earning manufacturer points, but they're also earning individual points, so it's like a double series within a series. So this has been a really great series all season long. These guys have put on just fantastic races. It's been non-stop action for almost every single race this season, and I don't expect it to be any different here today either. So it looks like we have at least 11 drivers for sure on track, which is fantastic. That's what we like to see. And then, of course, we have our people that we recognize. We have Boo, we've got Hair Razor, we've got Doug, we've got Ibra, Tap. Monkey Mafia is new to me. I'm not sure who they are exactly, but we got Tap up there in 5th. We've got Type R in 7th. We've got Supra in 8th. We got Hannah, who's returning from last week. So her first race was last week. Absolutely tickled pink to see Hannah back in the field today. I'm personally rooting for Hannah. So hope she has a good race today. And we have Trone in 10th place. We've got Bar in 11th. So just a couple different names that we probably don't recognize yet. But a little bit of details about our race here today, ladies and gentlemen, of course. We are at Brands Hatch with Group 4 cars. So the drivers are required to use medium tires only. Fuel and tire wear at 3 times each. So basically what that means, ladies and gentlemen, so in a 50-minute race around Brands Hatch here, we're going to be looking at approximately 25, say 30, 37 laps. And so when you add fuel and tire wear to 3 times, essentially that turns that 37 laps into a 125 to 150 lap race just because of the tire multiplier. So essentially that's kind of what it means. We had an interesting conversation earlier with some of my community members here about that, actually, and he explained it really well, and it made sense. So essentially these guys are roughly doing about a 250 to 300 mile race here with the way that the tire and fuel settings are set up, but we're only going to be racing, of course, for 50 minutes. So there's that. Penalties are on weak. Slipstream is real. Track grip is real, ladies and gentlemen. It's 11:30 in the afternoon here in England today at Brands Hatch, so the track conditions are basically perfect for these drivers today. So we should see top tier times coming out of the drivers for sure today. Track's looking great. We see some rubber on the outside edge there, so the drivers have been running their laps, doing their practice here. It's going to be hard to say who's going to do well in this race, as all the drivers that have been practicing, I've been watching here for a little bit today already, and a lot of these guys are looking really good, so really it's anybody's race. So it's going to be interesting to see how all this breaks down, but you know what we can do, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to go over our burn zone here at Laguna Seca. So I'm not sure if you guys can see that. We can definitely make it bigger for you guys if you'd like. Alright, so there we go, our burn zone here, sorry, at Brands Hatch, ladies and gentlemen. So we are at the start-finish line. So you see the little red line here up on the track picture. That is where the penalty burn zone is going to be. So when you look down at the bottom left, you see that it starts at where pit entry basically would start, and you need to have that bled off by the point of the start-finish line, and you need to stay off the racing line, which is typically the inside line here at Brands Hatch. So that's where these drivers are going to be required to burn these penalties off today, and of course the stewards and the officials will be watching for that while the gentlemen are racing. So welcome everybody. It's a Saturday afternoon. Nothing better than a juicy race on a Saturday afternoon. We are on Gran Turismo Sport, ladies and gentlemen. We are not on a Gran Turismo 7 here today. This is a Gran Turismo Sport series, and will remain so until the end of the series, to the best of my understanding. So we are now going into qualifying, as we can see here, ladies and gentlemen. So we are now underway. So the drivers have 10 minutes here to qualify today, and we'll have to see who comes out on top. So we are with the first gentleman on track, which is Hair Razor, who has been driving very, very well so far in the series. So he's having a pretty good season so far this season. He's in the battle for the points, and of course we will bring that up for you guys and gals a little bit later during the race here. We'll bring up the current point standings coming into round 8 for you guys to take a look at as well, and we'll go over all that once the race settles down a little bit. So we just are in qualifying right now, ladies and gentlemen. All the drivers are on their out laps, and here we go. Yeehaw. And again, this is a Group 4 series, ladies and gentlemen. So the drivers have a teammate in this series. So depending on the manufacturer of car they're running, that means they have another driver on track who's running that same manufacturer of car. So in that sense, for the manufacturer's points, these guys are, and gals, are working together to build points for the manufacturer for the cars they're driving. But these drivers are also driving for an individual standings point basis for individual championship as well. So it's, like, again, 2 series into 1 series essentially, and it's been really fantastic racing all season long. We've been very privileged to be able to bring this out to the viewers and the fans and all the racing community, these races. So let's hope this one's going to be a good one too. I mean, it's Brands Hatch. How can it not be a good race? So Ibra's going to be behind Hair Razor. Bar is starting to gain some time on Ibra. Doug's basically just outside the toe right now. I'm not 100% sure. I should know this by now, but I don't know what the rule is on drafting during qualifying, and Supra is sitting in the pits. Now, the reason why Supra's in the pits is he's got handed down penalty from the officiating staff where he's not allowed to qualify, and he is going to have to do a stop and go penalty in the race within the first 5 laps here as well. So I'm not exactly sure what the circumstances for that penalty are, but he is to serve that this race, so that's why we see Supra sitting in the pits there. as he's not allowed to qualify in the race here today. So we're going to stick with Hair Raiser, as he's going to be the first one around the racetrack here on the official qualifying lap start. And we'll see what he puts down, and then we'll just try to rip through the field as quickly as possible as they come over the line. So Hair Raiser is just coming around start-finish line here. Obviously, he's going to sit in pole due to the first guy out on track, and that time is going to be a 1:30. Ibra is going to come across with a 1:31. Doug's going to come across, moving to second. Barr stays in 4th place. Type R is coming across. He is going to stay in 5th place. We've got Trone coming. He's going to jump up into 4th. We now have Monkey Mafia coming here in that Porsche. I believe a reserve. I'm not 100% sure on that. And he is going to stay right where he is in 9th. Is Boo. He is on a purple sector we see there, so we should see him jump up into near the top end of the sittings here. Let's see. Oh yeah, he goes into pole, and in the final racer out on track for qualifying is Hannah. Beautiful looking car she's got there today in that Genesis. So as she's coming through Search Caesar here right now, that's kind of a wonky but really fun corner. When you get it right, you come out of there with really good speed. So she's actually on her out lap here right now, so she's opted to come out a little bit later than the rest of the group here. So we'll get back with Hannah after she's got her out lap finished. So currently right now, this is our pole sitter after the first lap. Hair Raiser is first out on track, so we'll get back with Hair Raiser here as he's coming around for his second lap. He's going to opt to go into the pits. Ibra in 4th, coming across right now. Doug's just in 3rd up ahead of him. Ibra does not improve. Doug stays in 3rd as well. We got Barr coming around. He's up into 5th here now, taking that away from Tap. Trone's in 7th. We have Type R staying in 8th. Monkey Mafia maybe getting a little bit on the track edge there, just letting everybody go around. So good job by Monkey Mafia there. And Hannah's coming around here. This is her out lap. So next lap will be Hannah's qualifying. And Boo is currently almost 7/10 of a second up on second place. Hair Raiser currently. And then Doug is only a 2/10 of a second behind him on 3rd place currently. Ibra is only 3/10 of a second behind them guys. And then Trone is 3/10. Barr is 2/10. Tap is less than 2/100s. He is right there. Type R is a little bit behind from there. So Monkey Mafia is just opting to put it in the pits. So we're going to stick with Hannah here as she's coming around. We're about midway through the track here with Hannah, so we're just going to stay with Hannah here for a minute while she's coming around, and we'll see what her official first qualifying lap time is and see where it puts her in the field. So this is PLE Hannah's second race here with GTRC this week, and we just love seeing the women racers here in these leagues. It's absolutely fantastic. So always excited to see and how they compete against the rest of the racers in the field. I know plenty of very fast women drivers in the sport, so I'm absolutely fantastic. And tickled pink to see them in the leagues here that we're working with. So excited for Hannah to have a good race here. She had a good race in her first race last outing 2 weeks ago, and I believe she finished like 7th or 8th place. So no practice, last second call in, and got the job done. So coming around here for her qualifying lap, and she's gonna stay in 10th currently. She has just made the transition from automatic racing to manual transmission shifting, so still on a little bit of a learning curve, but she's looking very strong there. So can't wait to see what she's gonna have here for the guys tonight. Trone's now up into 5th. We got Barr dropping down to 6th. Tap's now dropping to 7th. We've got Type R in 8th. Monkey Mafia is back out on track there. He's in 9th, and Hannah in 10th. And of course, Supra will start in the back of the pack, just due to a penalty that he is serving from a previous race. So Boo, our current pole sitter right now, we have about 2.5 minutes left, so we'll see a couple more laps from some of these drivers here as we're coming around. Hair Raiser still sitting currently in P2. Doug is currently sitting in P3 as we keep hitting the wrong buttons here. I do apologize. Ibra in 4th place. Ibra's been looking really racy here today, so he's going to be one of them silent drivers to watch out for here tonight, I think, ladies and gentlemen. Trone's looking good here as well, sitting in 5th currently. Barr is sitting in P6 up in that Ferrari, and we know that he knows how to drive that Ferrari. So Tap sitting in P7, Type R in P8, opting to go from Renault to Aston Martin, himself and Happy Pappy. So we haven't seen Happy in a couple weeks here though. Monkey Mafia currently sitting in 9th, and Hannah sitting in 10th. She's coming around right now. Let's see what happens as she comes across the line here. She is going to definitely improve on her time, and stays in 10th. So she's not too far behind Monkey Mafia there. So she's doing a fantastic job. Keep going, girl. Good job, Hannah. So we got Boo here looking very strong. He's looking like Hair Razor dipped a little bit into that pole time, but 129.7 is pretty darn fast time here at Brands Hatch in those GR4 cars. So Hair Razor's going to really have to hook a lap up here if he wants to jump over Boo for pole position starting the race here. So let's see if any of the drivers are on purples here. But Doug's on a pretty good lap there, it looks like. We missed Trone. Where's Trone at? So looking like Ibra's pretty satisfied with what he's put down for qualifying. He's opted to just pull the car into the pits and wait for a race start there. Oh, no, he did come back out. I don't know if he's going to have enough time to get another lap in, so a little bit odd there. And Super is out just to make sure that the timer doesn't run long. So all good, ladies and gentlemen. No need to panic there. It's all within the rules of how everything's going to go down here. So we got Trone in 5th. We haven't seen a whole lot of position swaps here, as we can see the driver's pace is kind of starting to sort out. Now here's the interesting thing, ladies and gentlemen. Gran Turismo 7 has been released last Friday, so a lot of drivers have been over on Gran Turismo 7, grinding out hard on Gran Turismo 7. A lot of these guys may have lacked to see some practice time here over on Gran Turismo Sport for this race, so that could very well factor into what's going to happen here today as far as the race goes. So some of these drivers might, you know, get a few more laps in and start to really settle back into GT Sport, and all of a sudden just start to really pull some time. So going to be an interesting race today. All week it's been very interesting in the league races, seeing who has and hasn't practiced, and it's a tough transition coming from Gran Turismo 7 to Gran Turismo Sport, as the driving physics to game physics, everything is just so much different between the two games. So there is a little bit of a transition for sure, driving between the two games. Excuse me, chat. So Hair Razor does stay in 2nd. Doug is on, his 4-ways are on there. So I believe Trone is still on a lap here, so let's see where Trone comes across. Looking like Barr sneaking a 3rd place there on that final lap, so Barr coming through with a quick lap. Tap coming through with a quick lap there as well, jumping up into 6th. So currently it's looking like P1 is Boo, we have P2 is Hair Razor, 3 is Barr after a great final lap. Doug sitting currently P4, he's going to come across, doesn't improve that. Ibra's in P5, Tap is 6th, Trone will start 7th, Type R is going to start 8th, Monkey Mafia will start 9th, Hannah will start 10th, and Supra will round out the field in 11th place. So there we are, ladies and gentlemen. That will be our starting order going into this 50-minute endurance race here at Brands Hatch over in the United Kingdom, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going, Justin? How you doing, brother? Just gaming in the house. Much love, much love. And we got a bunch of spam in the other one. Alright, we got rid of the spam. We good, chat. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, viewing on YouTube, Sometimes you just see weird links pop into the chats. There's nothing that we can do to stop them, unfortunately, from coming into the chats and posting these weird links. Just make sure that you don't press on those links, ladies and gentlemen. One of the moderators from the GTRC community will remove that comment as quickly as possible on the YouTube channel, and of course GT45 Gaming will do the same on GT45 Gaming's YouTube channel if at the moment they catch that. So just don't press on those links, ladies and gentlemen. If it is not officially posted by the GTRC community in the GTRC YouTube or GT45 Gaming community in the GT45 Gaming YouTube, just do not press on the link. Yeah, just don't do it, ladies and gentlemen. Bad news. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't do it. I kind of want to race in this. Hey, you know, they'll take you, brother. They'll take you. They will absolutely take you in, brother. We can set you up with the old GTRC Discord, man. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so 11 drivers on track here today. 10 men and 1 woman, ladies and gentlemen. So go, Hannah. And we are waiting for these drivers to get the green light. So they're revving the engine, so we're waiting. See if we get a better view here. Nah, not really. So we are off. The lights are green. Races go, and Hairraiser gets a really good start on Boo in that BMW very early on. And we've seen this very bars in between two players. Manages to keep the car, a little bit of contact between Boo and Bar there, but great job by Bar to keep that Ferrari on track, and he only drops him down to P4. So Boo in second place after the start. Hairraiser is currently in first, with Doug very close behind in third. We have Bar in fourth. We've got Ibra sitting in fifth place. Tap sitting in sixth. Type R in seventh. We've got Supra in eighth place. Trone in ninth. PLE Hannah in 10th. And Monkey Mafia rounding out the field at the start of this race here in 11th place. So back up to the front, ladies and gentlemen, we have Hairraiser off to a great start for Team Ferrari here today. And trying to get a gap very quickly on Boo and Doug, who seem to be kind of working together there a little bit now. As you see, Doug was giving Boo a little bit of a push. Boo does decide to go defensive here, taking that inside line. Doug just tucks in behind and back in. Look at this great shot coming down the corners here. I can't remember my corner names, ladies and gentlemen. I have totally been slacking off. I remember a couple of them. We'll do our best as a race goes on here. Hopefully they come to me. So, drivers not being... Ooh, we see Tap going way off in the distance. We're going to mark that. We're going to see what happened there in just a second. We're just going to make sure that everybody gets through safely. Oh, what a great shot. We got Hannah here now up in 9th place after that spin from Tap. We got Monkey Mafia in 11th, and we've got Tap. So let's go see what happened here with Tap coming into the corner here. So, tricky little bit of, Brad Tap's just so much fun, but boy, if you get it wrong. Oh, let's take one more look at that again, ladies and gentlemen. Well, let's jump on board with Tap here and see if there was a little bit of contact, perhaps. No, he just caught that grass and just spun the car out, unfortunately. So really unfortunate for Tap there. So back on track. He's going to have to make up some time there. But Tap's a good driver. So we got a battle for P1 here. Ooh, a little bit of a tap between Boo and Hairraiser there. But Boo backed off, not to spin Hairraiser out. So great job by Boo. And of course, Boo's won every single race he's competed in this season. So he wasn't in the race last week because he was getting some surgery on his leg, I believe. So I'm glad he's feeling better and he's on track and he is looking good today. So potentially win number 7 coming for Boo today as he is in P2 trying to chase Hairraiser down. And let's just jump on with, let's get into the good view though, obviously, right? Ladies and gentlemen, I mean cockpit view all the way. As he's chasing Hairraiser down here. Hairraiser's a really fast driver too, but you see Boo's... Oh yeah, lap 2. Everybody's on a purple sector right now, but he's just sitting in the toe of Hairraiser there. So when we look behind Boo, this is what Boo sees behind him. He's got a little tiny bit of breathing room from Doug in behind there. So interesting little scenario working out here already, but Boo very, very quick to be up on the front end of the pack here, dropping down that purple lap with a 131.3. As we're coming around, I believe this is Clark's Corner, or Clark's Bend they call that. So corner 1, and then we have corner 2 here. I cannot remember what this corner is called. So a really great job by Hairraiser there, just keeping his line. Boo doing the same thing, and they're just kind of staying patient. And then we're coming up to, I believe this is called Surtees. I think it's Surtees. This is a fun little corner here. So they come around there, and you got to be really easy at your point of turn in and throttle coming out of there if you want a good exit. If not, you get a really bad exit, and you'll just get drove by coming down into the straightaway here. I believe this is the Lewis Straight. Can't remember. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. And then they come around the corner here, and that's about as good as it gets for me as far as corner names goes here right now off the top of my head. Anyways, so let's go find a little battle here. Bar in 4th. Abra in 5th. We've got Type R looking racy here in 6th place. We've got Trone in 7th. Tap is already back up into 8th place after a spin there. Supra making a move on Hannah here in 10th place, but Supra does have to do a stop and go pit stop within the first 5 laps here as well today, serving a penalty handed down by the stewards. So we'll be watching for that here as well in the first few laps of the race. So back up to the lead here, and everybody's playing very patient and playing very nice here early on in the race here today. So typically these guys are just battling hard for the first 6-7 laps, but the guys have settled down really early on in our race here today. So let's see what happens here now as everybody's starting to think about strategy, starting to think about their tires, their fuel, trying to think about how they're need to gain time on the driver ahead, but also not let the driver behind catch up. So lots of stuff to go through the race car drivers' minds, of course, while they're racing in these races. 50 minutes is a long time to sit there and continue to get in your own head while you're racing around the racetrack. And you can see Boo's doing a really great job driving behind Hair Razor here. You know, he's not putting pressure on Hair Razor. He's at a comfortable distance behind our first place driver, Hair Razor here, but he is gaining some slipstream there, which is allowing him to save fuel and tires a little bit. But he's not so close to Hair Razor where he's really got a lot of dirty air to play factor in as well. So Boo's keeping just a beautiful distance from our P1 driver, Hair Razor, at the moment. And then we have Doug sitting here in 3rd place. I mean, he's not too far behind Boo here either. So that BMW looking good as always. Doug is always right near the top end of this field here so far this season, so he's looking very strong early on today as well. And now we see Ibra up into 4th place, so Barr must have made a mistake somewhere as Ibra's now up into P4, and he's not that far off this podium pack in front of him here. So just keep his head down, keep running good, hard, consistent laps, try to get himself into that toe, and he's got himself a potential for podium here today as well. We got Barr now in 5th. Again, potentially making a bit of a mistake there as Eber got around him. He's actually lost quite a bit of time, and now we see Trone, who's gotten around Type R, trying to chase Barr down here in 6th place as well. So Type R is still doing well here in 7th, and that Gas Monkey Austin Martin, ladies and gentlemen, that car looks great. I love that livery. Supra now here in 9th place. I haven't seen Supra duck into the pits yet, but I haven't been 100% paying attention either. But if he has not done so, this is the lap that he has to do it. So we're going to stick with Supra here for the remainder of this lap to see if he ducks into the pits, and if not, we're going to just make a mental note of it and let the stewards know, and they can review that. I may have missed it, ladies and gentlemen, so again, I'm not watching him for all 5 laps. I'm just may have missed because the pit window's not too long here at Brands Hatch, so it's pretty quick in and out. So it's very, very possible that I missed it watching one of the battles up front. Super is looking very, very good here. Hey Anna, your name looks familiar. Do I know you from any other leagues? You may. She's a racer, man. She is always up in everybody's business racing. She's fun to watch. You should check her over on Twitch, everybody. PLE Hannah over on Twitch, ladies and gentlemen. And doing good. Again, she's just learning how to drive manual transmission cars here on GT Sports, so she's looking very good. She's in a car that she definitely looks like she feels a little more comfortable with this week. She was in the Ferrari last race, and it looked like she was struggling with that Ferrari a little bit, but she did a really good job. It's, again, managing, I believe, an 8th or 7th place finish, and actually getting awarded Driver of the Day award, voted on by the drivers after each race as well. So that was really awesome to see. And Doug going really, really wide coming around the corner there. So coming into Cersei, he's going to be fighting some dirty tire here. Let's see if that changes anything here. No, looks like he handled that pretty well. A little bit of slide coming out of Cersei's there, but he had a really good exit there. It actually came out with a pretty good amount of speed. He may gain a little bit on our battle for the lead here, and we just see that position change, so we'll mark that. We'll get back to that in a second, ladies and gentlemen. See if Hair Razor has an answer. It doesn't look like he does, so let's go see that position change from Boo on Hair Razor here. So in the slipstream, coming down the straightaway out of Xerxes, and Boo opting to finally, no, you know what? I think I got a little more pace. I'm just going to jump out in front here. Gets the move done on the outside. Lots of respect by Hair Razor there, not to force the issue back on Boo on the inside of the corner there, and move done by Boo. So Boo now in the lead of the race here in round 8 at Brands Hatch, ladies and gentlemen. So great move and great respect by the drivers in Boo and Hair Razor here today. So, but that does allow Doug to gain some very valuable distance on these two drivers as well. So now we're going to have a three-way battle here developing for P1, P2, and P3. And Ibra losing a little bit of time on this pack. Now, he could just be fuel saving and just running his paces right now. Again, we're in a 50-minute race. Fuel and tires are going to be a factor here. The drivers are definitely going to have to pit at least once for each. So we'll probably see pit stops at around maybe the 30 to 35 minute into the race window. Trone looking solid here again in 6th place. Type R in 7th with Supra now all over the back end of him here. So Supra's looking very racy here today. Definitely excited to get back on track. He is missing his teammate 750 here today, though. So the only driver here for Team Lamborghini today, we have Monkey Mafia here in 9th. The only driver for Team Porsche here today as well. And then we got Pele Hanna here with Genesis, and she's only one representing the Hyundai Genesis team here as well today, as her teammate did not make the race either. So, ooh, and Boo going really wide, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to give Hair Razor back P1. So a mistake, a very rare mistake by driver Boo Fushidara there. So Hair Razor absolutely saying, thank you very much, mate. I will take that P1 back and see you later. I'm out of here. So Hair Razor with a decent little gap, almost a second there on that mistake from Boo. And now Doug is going to be breezing right down Boo's back. But Doug doesn't seem to be in too much of a hurry here to really put immediate pressure on Boo. As you see, he didn't even try to get into the slipstream, come down the straightaway there. So Boo immediately went defensive there, thinking Doug was probably going to push a move on him into corner 1 there. But Doug's just playing it very patiently here today. Now, obviously, sitting back in P3, he's been watching these drivers, where what sector maybe they're a little slower than him on and which ones they're better on him on. So maybe he's just playing a little bit of strategy there in P3 and just waiting maybe for Boo to make another mistake and go wide again to get that move done real simple and easy without having to wear his tires out or burn any extra fuel battling for position. So Ibra now starting to gain some time back on this front pack as well, as he grabbed 0.6 of a second there in that little incident from Boo. So let's go back and take a look at that. Oh, we are in the wrong spot here. Let's see what happened to Boo here. He just did not quite get enough of that apex coming around the second little high-speed kick there, and just caught that track edge. He actually did a really good job to save the car and only lose one position there as well. So great job by Boo there to maintain the car after that mistake. But now we see Doug is starting to come right up on Boo here. So is Doug maybe thinking about making a move coming into the next sector here? Let's see what happens as we come around corner 1. Again, Boo opting to go a little defensive there, realizing Doug's not going to make the move, pulls back out into the racing line to try and get the best corner he can around Clark's Bend there, or Clark's Corner, one of the two, can't remember, and race on. So great job here. Nice little battle developing between Boo and Doug at the moment, but Boo also trying to chase Hair Razor down back for P1. So Ibra's now losing a little bit of time back on that front pack again. They're back up the race pace. Barr is coming a little bit of time gained on Ibra in 4th place there, so we'll be keeping our eye on that. Trone is cruising along nicely here. Supra has now gotten around Type R for 7th place as well, so great race so far by Supra here in that Lamborghini. He's looking very strong today. Type R again doing a great job in that Aston Martin. And then we have Monkey Mafia here in 9th place. I believe Monkey Mafia is a reserve. And PLE Hanna sitting currently in 10th, and Tap is sitting in 11th. So Tap has looked like he's pit most recently, as he's got pretty fresh tires and a full tank of fuel there. So Tap has opted to pit. So he's only 9.5 seconds behind 10th place Hanna. So we'll see if he can make that time up. So I think what we're going to do we're probably going to see the drivers start to think about pitting in the next 6 to 15 minutes here. So let's do it on board with our current race leader, Hair Razor, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll just let you enjoy the beautifulness of Gran Turismo Sport. An absolutely beautiful job by our current race leader there. So that is a lap around Brands Hatch with our current race leader. I always like to just stay quiet. It gives me a chance to refresh my palate with some coffee or water and get my voice back. And it's always fun to listen to the race cars and watch what it looks like from a real driving perspective. So great job there by Hair Razor on that onboard there. So Boo is still right there, not too far away from our driver Hair Razor. As we jump on board here with Boo, this is what he sees right now in front of him, and of course Doug's about that far back behind. So jumping over to our first place driver, this is kind of what it looks like from I screwed up my camera angles. Yep. No, well. Anyways, that's what it looks like from behind Hair Razor as Boo's trying to catch back up with him here. So it'd be interesting to see how this develops here up front, as we have the top three drivers all within a second of each other, essentially, and not really giving each other any time or distance apart from each other. So we do have Ibra here. He's lost just a little bit of time, not very much. And then we've got Barr in 5th place in the other Ferrari. He is slowly gaining on Ibra, not quickly, but very slowly, you know, 10th, maybe 10th and a half per lap. We have Trone Colby here, who is starting to slowly gain on Barr here as well, and Supra, who can now basically see Trone up in front of him. So Supra's been making up some serious time here on Brands Hatch today. We have Type R looking really good in 8th place. We've got Monkey Mafia doing solidly in that GR4 Cayman Porsche in 9th place. And then we have Tap now up in 10th. So Tap has caught Hannah. I managed to get the move done on Hannah, and then we have Hannah here in P11. So Hannah is right there. She's doing a great job again here today, ladies and gentlemen. So massive shout out to Hannah, and keep going, girl. Just keep doing your thing. So great battle here as we see Boo is all up on Hair Razor here. He has got his front bumper absolutely tucked right underneath Hair Razor's back end here. So this is kind of what Hair Razor is seeing right now as Boo is starting to apply some pressure here. So is Boo playing a little bit of a game here? Well, okay, let's see if I can get you to make a mistake. And no, okay, maybe not. Then we'll find out a different way to get around you. So really too bad that we missed that when he was really tucked in behind. So let's just stick with this here really quick and see what happens as we start to get near the end of the straightaways here. It looks like Boo's just being very patient. He got a really, really good exit out of the final corner there. Look at him go. He is coming. Hello, Mr. Hair Razor, and he's going to actually try and go on the outside, and he's going to get it done, so he's going to opt to go really late on the brakes there on the outside, and does a really great job at getting that move done. We are going to go look at that again, chat. That was a fantastic move by Boo coming into Clark's bend there, Clark's corner, sorry. So that's a risky pass, and he pulled that off graciously. Hairraiser may have let off a little bit there, but man, what a move. So coming up the straightaway, and he just had more overspeed. I think he got that move done before they even got into the braking zone there. So really great job by Boo. Let's go take a look at that one more time. We have seen some really great passes out of these guys this season here at GTRC, and this is just another one to add to the list. Great move there by Boo. I'm sorry, that was a fantastic move by Boo Fushidara to retain race lead here on Hairraiser in that Ferrari. Fantastic stuff by these drivers. Doug here still looking very strong in third place. We got Ibra, who's been having a fantastic race in fourth. There's Bar in fifth place here as well. And you can see he is pushing. You can tell just by the way the car is wiggling. So you can tell that he's kind of starting to feel a groove here. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. And Supra's now gotten around Tron as well. So Supra is just flying. Oh, and he goes really wide. Woo! Managed to keep that Lamborghini together, ladies and gentlemen. That is not an easy car to keep control of. So massive kudos to Supra there to keep that car together. Oh, but he's gotten in. Oh no, this is bad news. Oh, and he saves it again. Supra is on a mission today, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what a drive by Supra. 2 corners in a row, getting off the track, getting all kinds of loose, and managing to keep that Lamborghini on track and not losing any position. So, great job there by Supra. Whew, that was some intense moments right there. Type R here in 7th place, coming around Clark's corner here. Here at Brands Hatch, looking really good as well. Woo! My heart's beating after that one. We have Tron coming out of the pits there, so he's made a stop. We have Monkey Mafia here in 9th place, and I mean, his tires look fantastic on that Porsche. Tap in 10th place. His tires are looking good too as well, and Hannah's looking good here. We'll probably see Hannah going into the pits in the near future, if I guess. Ooh, she's getting a little bit wide there, but keeps it together. Great job by Hannah there to keep the car on track and moving forward. So again, we still have a good battle here for P1 and P2. Hairraiser is not letting Boo go. Hairraiser is showing to Boo that he definitely has the pace for the win here tonight, and he ain't just going to let him go. So be interesting to see what happens when these drivers off the pit. You may see 1, 2, and 3 all pit at the same time just to not lose each other. Or maybe these drivers are on a bit of a different strategy. I don't know. But Doug's tires are definitely looking a little more used than the guys up front. So it'd be interesting to see there as we see Ibra now starting to push. Slowly chipping away at Doug's time there in 3rd place. We have Barr in 5th. He's lost a little bit of time to Ibra since Supra is just flying, man. He's on pace with Barr right now. He's not gaining any time, but he's not losing any. Type R here in 7th. With Tron not really gaining or losing either at the moment. We have Monkey Mafia again currently sitting at 9th. Tap is gaining though, as we see just off in the background there. So let's stick with this for a minute, as we do have Tap catching up to Monkey Mafia here. And we haven't really seen a lot of the action in the mid-pack here or the end-pack here yet today, as everything's been kind of happening up front. So we finally got a juicy little battle. A Tap is going to look inside, and he's going to get this move done coming into the corner here without a question of a doubt. Just a really great line through there, and great time to pick his moment to make the pass. He had some overspeed going into there, and got the job done quite easily around Monkey Mafia to take 9th place there. So Tap is moving along nicely here on track now, and Hannah here in 11th place, ladies and gentlemen. So great job. We do see Boo and Hairraiser now coming up to our 11th place driver Hannah here. So now we may have a lap traffic factoring into this battle for P1 and P2 here as well. So it'd be interesting to see what's going to happen here. Now, the lap traffic doesn't have to completely ruin their race to get around and out of the way of these drivers, but it is made basically up to the drivers, the lead lap traffic's responsibility to find a safe way around the back markers, as some call it, or the cars about to be put a lap down. However, though, for the most part, it's just a respect thing. And typically once the leaders catch up to a car that's about to go a lap down or is already a lap down, typically they will get out of the way of the lead lap traffic when it's safe to do so and just let them go by. So I would imagine we won't see anything different here. Woo! And Hannah is pushing right now. So I'm not sure where she pulled over there, but she has moved over and gotten out of these guys' way. So we missed it. So she must have pulled right off the racetrack there. But obviously no harm, no foul. We didn't see any incidents there. And we did see her going a little bit loose there. So she probably was in the grass a little bit and just had some dirty tires, if I had to guess. Turn the sound effects up, bro. They're maxed. Hold on. It. That's as high as it goes. It's a Gran Turismo Sport, my guy. I know I've been struggling with my audio on GTS lately now, so with the new game for some reason. Thanks for the heads up too, Tattooed. Appreciate you, brother. We got Tron Colby here in 8th place, Tap in 9th, and Monkey Mafia in 10th. It might be how far I'm sitting from my mic as well. And of course Hannah here in the 11th place. All the drivers doing a really great job here today. Everybody looking ready to race here today. So Boo and Hair Razor still within a second apart from each other here. Boo is trying to get that gap on Hair Razor, but just can't quite shake Hair Razor out of that slipstream. So interesting to see what's going to develop between P1 and P2 here. And we see Doug is starting to fall behind these two drivers a little bit here. So a little bit of interesting scenarios here. Drivers again on slightly different strategies, so that's going to play a factor into the last half of our race here. Supra is just flying today. Supra is just on a mission. Is trying to pick away that gap from Barr. He has taken about a second off of that gap between him and Barr over the last few laps here, so he is starting to pick up some pace on Barr. Up in front of him there we have Type R in 7th. Tap is doing a great job here in 9th place with Kobe in 8th. I keep missing Kobe. Sorry, Kobe. And Monkey Mafia sitting in P10. And the lovely Hannah sitting in P11, ladies and gentlemen. So, Boo, our current race leader. We should see these drivers making pit stops relatively soon. Boo has opened up a massive gap in first place here now as we see all the drivers starting to make their pit stops. So Barr opted to stay out now in P2, and Hair Razor has pit and come out of the pits already, currently sitting in P3 in that situation, and I'm assuming Doug's done the same, so he has. So Doug and Hair Razor have made their pit stops, so now it's going to be interesting to see where Barr and Boo are going to come out in comparison to Doug and Hair Razor, who decided to try and go for that undercut situation here. So let's see what happens here. Let's see how they come out in front of or in behind Boo, our current race leader, and where Barr is going to play into this as well. So Hair Razor is right now 9 seconds behind Barr. So Hair Razor should easily be able to get around Barr when Barr opts to pit. Doug is probably, he's about 11-12 seconds behind. So both these drivers should get back around Barr. However, they are a little ways behind our race leader. So Hair Razor is 24 seconds and Doug is 27 seconds behind our race leader, who now is coming into pit lane here. So let's stick with our race leader as his crew does the tire change and the fuel here, and see where he comes out in comparison to Barr, Hair Razor, and Doug. We see Barr now coming into the pits here as well. And Boo is going to come out just ahead of Hair Razor here. So Boo's just going around the corner and Hair Razor's just at the apex there. So Boo just managing to stay ahead of Hair Razor for P1, and Doug there back in P3. So where does Ibra does manage to also stay ahead of Barr there. And then we've got Supra currently sitting in 6th. We've got Tron in 7th. We've got Tap in 8th place. Type R is now sitting in 9th. Monkey Mafia in 10th, and Hannah in P11 here. So great job by all the drivers. All the drivers have pit, so all the drivers should be on their final run to the finish line here now. So let's see if we can find a battle. There, we got a battle. We got Ibra and Bar. So not sure what happened. We'll have to see. I got that marked. We'll have to see if we can catch that. But Bar was behind Ibra there, so I'm not sure what happened. Let's see if we can catch it. We just missed it. All right, that was really unfortunate there. So Bar moving up into P4 here now. And Ibra was all up in his business there just a second ago. So let's stick with this for a minute, as this is kind of the only battle really happening on track, I believe, at the moment here. So we might have a 6-7 battle going on behind these guys here as well, actually. We do. So we have Supra here in 6th place. We have Trone in 7th just behind. So we have a couple little battles developing here in mid-pack. In the latter part of our race here, the last third of our race, essentially, I guess, as we're on the home run, the home stretch, I guess, for the race here. So, Trone looking very solid again in that Toyota 86. Got Tap up in the BMW. We've got Type R in an Aston Martin. We got Monkey Mafia in a Porsche. We've got Hannah in a Hyundai. We've got the race leaders also in a Toyota 86, currently on a purple sector. Our P2 is in Ferrari. P3 is in BMW, P4 is in Ferrari. So right now Ferrari looking to get the best points gain, I think, if the race were to end right where it sits currently. Ibra sitting in 5th in that Corvette. We again Supra in that Lamborghini in 6th place. So Team Ferrari at the moment, as far as manufacturer standings goes, looking to have the best race finish here today. And that is, of course, if these drivers all finish in the place that they are sitting currently. So, with that being said, let's bring up the standings. So this is our current standings coming into round 8, ladies and gentlemen. So this is official after round 7. And you see the top half of the standings, you see individual names. That's for the individual points section. And then on the bottom half of the standings card you see there is the manufacturer's points. So in first place again, ladies and gentlemen, is Boo, and he's got 125 points. And the closest driver next to him is Razor, currently sitting in second place with 94. And then Doug in third with tied for second place, essentially. With Razor with 94 points, and currently that's exactly how we see our racing order here. So and then we have Tap sitting in 4th place. Right now Tap is currently sitting in 9th, so he's having the worst run right now at the moment. And then we have Ibra sitting in 5th, who's currently sitting in 5th. And then we have, I gotta move my cursor out of the way so I can see. We have Trone sitting in 6th, who's currently sitting in 7th place here. And I'm not sure what's going on with, we've got some lap traffic happening here. I think is what's going on, is what I'm seeing on track here. 750 is not in the race behind him. And then Type R, who's sitting currently 9th overall in the standings, now also sitting 9th here, 8th, sorry, in the race here today. So Bar sitting 12th, who's currently sitting in P4, having a really good race, looking to make some points, jump in the standings. Happy Pappy not in the race, Viper's not in the race, Bump Run not in the race either. So some of these drivers not in. As far as the manufacturer goes, we have Toyota leading the way with 185 points. BMW not far behind with 179, and Team Ferrari just behind them with 146 points, I believe that says. And then we have Chevrolet with 103, Lamborghini with 99, Renault with 59, Lexus with 51, and Aston Martin with 10 points. So that is currently where our standings sit as far as manufacturer and individual standings go, moving into round 8 here at Brands Hatch. So back to the field here. Hair Razor, we have Boo in 1, Hair Razor in 2. We've got Doug remaining in 3. We've got Bar now trying to get away from Ibra there in 4th. Ibra very close behind in 5th place. Supra trying to track him down in 6th. Trone just behind Supra here in 7th. So Trone's starting to pick the pace up here near the end of the race. We got Type R in 8th place, Monkey Mafia in 9th, and that Porsche. We see Tap starting to try and gain some time on Monkey Mafia here in 10th place, and PLE's Hannah sitting in P11 here to round out our field today. So currently with our race leader, ladies and gentlemen, we have just a little over 16 minutes remaining. So roughly about 10 more, 11 more laps, 11, 12 laps here around Brands Hatch today. And that will be the conclusion of our race here for this afternoon. So, drivers doing a great job. This race a little more spaced out than normal since we've seen this season. We've definitely seen some really good fought-out races this season. This one has definitely been much more of a drivers chilling, hitting their marks kind of race. Not a lot of passes happening here today. The drivers have really just kind of settled into their positions and just trying to play catch up on the next driver ahead of them for the most part. So we can see everybody's fairly spaced out here. So Boo on an absolute charge here. Currently sitting with fastest lap on track at the 1:30.246, which is really, really good time here at Brands Hatch in these Group 4 cars. So he is absolutely proper flying here today, ladies and gentlemen, without a question of a doubt. As he is, of course, race in and race out every time he's in the series. And he said he was going to be out for a couple, 2 to 3 weeks here, but obviously things went really well for him. He's already back in the rig, looking very, very solid. So we do see a yellow flag here up ahead of Boo Fushidara here. So see if we see what that yellow flag is from here. So let's go through our field and see if we have any position change due to that. Ooh, we got Barr and Ibra are all tucked up together here. So we got a nice little mini battle happening here again for P4 and P5 between Ibra and Barr. So I'm not sure if Barr made a small mistake and Ibra just got right up to him, or if Ibra's just chipped away that time on Barr here and just starting to get to the point where he's putting pressure on him here. So let's just stick with Ibra here for a moment and see what develops over the next few corners of Brands Hatch here as he's trying to chase Barr down in that Ferrari. And man, that is some smooth input right there. Oh, and Barr making a mistake! He is going to get the job done. So Ibra being very patient and smooth coming out of the hairpin, nice and easy on the exit. Barr coming out of the exit a little bit sideways, making that mistake and losing the position to Ibra. But they're still battling. Barr's going to go outside of Cersei's. Ibra's going to hold the inside line. Ibra's got the advantage. Barr is in the tow. Is Barr going to respond coming around the next corner here, coming at the end of the straightaway? So we got a high speed right-hand corner coming. Is Barr going to make a move? No, he's going to opt just to stick behind here. This is a bit of a tough spot to make a move. So you kind of have to be patient when you're racing hard through this sector, but Barr is all up on the back end of Ibra here. So we got a beautiful battle for P5 here happening. We'll check that replay in just a minute, chat. I just don't want to leave this battle here as we haven't had many good battles yet today. So let's stick with this and see if Barr has got what it takes to get the job done on Ibra here by the end of this lap. Absolutely fantastic battle for P4 here, P5 between Ibra and Barr here today. Looking very good. Lots of respect between the two drivers. You don't see any of them forcing anything unnecessary. Both driving very smart on the racetrack. Ibra defending well. Barr just holding that line very well behind Ibra. As you can see, Ibra get almost a little bit loose coming out of the Clark's corner there, but going to go semi-defensive coming into the hairpin. That's going to give Barr a better run coming out of the corner here. So let's see if he can get something done here. Ibra actually got a really good exit there. I suspected Barr was going to get the better run coming out of the hairpin there, but Ibra just really solidly planted with that GR4 Corvette and just not giving Barr the... Oh, Barr's going to take a look. Is he going to get the job done? No. Ibra again defending that position from Barr. Really, really fantastic battle we're having right here for P4 and P5. This is fantastic stuff. Great job by both these drivers here today. So I'm not sure if Bar's just playing a patience game here or what's going on here, but Bar has just not been able to respond to that early move by Ibra. So let's take a look at that again here, ladies and gentlemen. So this is, just a little too quick on the throttle on the curbing there. Got a little bit sideways and managed to keep the car together, but it was enough for Ibra to get around him there. So, I mean, this battle is still ongoing. This battle ain't over. We have a little over 11 minutes remaining in this race, so I don't suspect that is going to be over anytime soon. Ooh, Boo getting all kinds of squirrely coming around the corner there, getting ready to come into Xerxes there. So Hair Razor is 5 seconds behind Boo Fushidara at the moment. We have Doug, who is 3.3 seconds behind P2 Hair Razor, and then Ibra and Bar, who are just battling. These two are battling. Absolutely hard battle right now between these two drivers. It's been a 3-lap ongoing battle. This is fantastic to watch. And Hair Razor's actually got the inside edge coming into Xerxes here. Bar. And he's going to get the job done. So Bar gets back around Ibra now for P5. But what this is doing is allowing Supra and Trone to start to gain on these two drivers. So while these two drivers are battling for position here, the two drivers that are trying to catch up are gaining massive amounts of time on this battle here in P4 and P5. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. With just over 10 minutes remaining, this could potentially quickly become a 4-way battle for P4 here, which would be a fantastic way to end the race, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, we love a good drag race to the finish line here at GTRC and GT45 Gaming. So we'll have to see what happens here as it progresses. We're not going to leave this battle right now, as this is just juicy. This is a great battle between these two drivers. We're going to definitely go back and take a quick look at that move by Bar, if these guys give us an opportunity to here. And boy, race on. These two are looking fantastic today and having a great race. And Ibra's going to try and do it on the outside. Ooh, that's a tough pass to make, but he holds the line. He's still beside Bar. He's on the outside coming into Lou's corner, or Clark's corner here. And he decided to back out just a little bit there, as he didn't feel like that was probably the best spot to try it. So he does lose a little bit of time. So let's take a quick chance to get through the field here. Well, Ibra's going to have to close back up on Bar. So we have Supra is now just, they're exiting, he's entering. And same thing with Trone. So both those drivers catching up. Type R and Tap are now starting to close up as well. So interesting race so far here today. Monkey Mafia currently sitting in 10th, and of course Phillips and Pieli Hanna here rounding out our field in 11th place today. So let's get back through. Let's get back to this battle here. And we just screwed up our replay here, but Ibra's gonna take a look. Is Ibra gonna get the job done going outside? This is a tough pass, but it's definitely doable. Bar is going to hold his line. Ibra looking for the cutback. Does he get the job done? That was a great move by Ibra. Man, these two are racing hard. Ibra now having the inside line. Ooh, getting a little bit loose going into the corner there. Bar all up in his business. Wow, what a great battle between Ibra and Bar here at the GTRC. Man, you know, I was a little disappointed that these guys weren't putting on a show today, but boy, oh boy, are these two drivers stealing the show here today. This battle is P4 and P5 at Brands Hatch right now, ladies and gentlemen. We have 8 minutes remaining. These drivers have been battling for 6 hard laps. These guys have swapped positions 3 times. This is fantastic. This is what it's all about. And now we see Supra. Supra is in the mix. 1.3 seconds behind these two battling. So this is going to very quickly become a 3-way battle for 4th place. Oh, what a great battle. Bar's going to take a look. Bar's going to try and go outside here, going into the hairpin. Is he going to get the job done? He's going to have the better opportunity. A good quick exit. Oh, he's going to stay. Ooh, he's still got a nose in. He's going to have to give him the inside line. No, Bar backs out, gets back in behind Ibra. Now Supra is on the back end of Bar. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a race. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. These guys are pushing. Fantastic battle by these 3 drivers now. And Trone is right there. Trone can get into this. If he can get that pedal down, he can get into this battle for P4. So Ibra now trying to do everything he can, going, oh my goodness, please, you two start battling, let me get away. So Bar is in the worst position here at the moment, being stuck in between Ibra and Supra. So he's having to play offense and defense at the same time here now, not to lose 5th place to Supra, but also still trying to get 4th place from Ibra. So we're not leaving this battle, Chad. This is a fantastic battle. The only time we're going to leave it, of course, is when the battle either fizzles out or it's getting to the end of the race, and we got to, of course, go show our drivers coming across the start-finish line. But man, what a great battle between these drivers. Everybody's kind of settled down slightly. So now Supra's starting to put the pressure on Bar. So let's get on to that battle now, as Ibra has a little bit of a moment of reprieve from Bar here. But oh man, we've got PLE Hannah coming up ahead here as well. So, oh boy, things are getting interesting, ladies and gentlemen. And Bar having to defend there. Supra was thinking about looking inside there, so Bar having to shut that line off. And all this defending from Bar is actually not allowing him to stay right on top of Ibra, as we're seeing just a few laps ago. Hannah opting just to get off track here, let these guys go by. So great job by PLE Hannah here, back on track. We do have Tron coming up now, so all she's got to do is just get out of the way and lift off the throttle here a little bit, and Tron can go by. She doesn't have to get off the track. So let's see how she reacts here. I would imagine she's just going to give Tron the inside line here, but I could be wrong. She's not really close enough to get past her here yet either. So there we go. Now he's probably going to want to make a move, so we'll see what she does here. She's just greasing off those tires, making sure she holds these corners. Oh, she went just a little bit wide there. I don't think that was intentional, actually. I think she just missed the corner a little bit there. So Boo in first. Hair Razor still in second. Not losing any time, but not gaining any time. Doug, same thing. So, again, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The battle for P4. This is where the race is today. And we have Ibra still holding on to fourth. Bar on his bumper in fifth. And Supra's going to look inside on Bar now. So Supra on the inside of Bar going into the final corner. Supra's going to get that position across the start-finish line. These two are in a drag race. So now Bar has found himself down into P6. Supra's up into P5. Is he going to get a job done? Oh, he goes a little bit wide. Bar is going to try and come back at Supra here for P5. So Bar is now going to look outside on Ibra. He just didn't have the space to get through, so not able to try and make a move there. Ibra still managing to hold off Bar and Supra for P4. Oh, wow, what a battle, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness, this is great stuff. Great racing by these three, and potentially soon be fourth. Tron is just off in the distance here. Bar is going to look inside into Xerxes. Is he going to get it done? No, he tucks back in behind Ibra. Not able to get the move done. Supra is now going to go outside on Bar. No, he tucks back in. Bar's going to go defensive here immediately, and so does Ibra. So what's going to happen here? Bar's now going to go on the outside. Oh, he opts to go inside. These guys are playing all kinds of games with each other right now. They're swerving back and forth, and Supra's wide off the track. Oh, he manages to keep it together. Great job by Supra there. I think he went to go outside. I think Bar moved outside, pushed him a little bit. So, whew. We got some great racing action going on here. Tron is now coming up into the party here. He's like, hey guys, I want to play. Oh, and Supra's going wide again. Oh boy. Woo-wee. So Bar has gotten a little bit of breathing room on Supra. Now Supra has Tron all over the back and him up in seventh here. So now we've got a battle for P4 and we've got a battle for P6 just behind the battle for P4. We have a lot going on here right now, chat. Whew, let's do this. Oh man, this is fun. And Tron's looking racy. He's looking for a way around Supra here. So let's see if Tron can get this done coming into Clark's corner here. We're trying to keep an eye on the guys in front, as well as Bar is still racing with Ibra there. So let's move back up into P4, P5 battle here. Oh man, what a great race. We got 3 minutes left, ladies and gentlemen. 3 minutes remaining here in the race. So Ibra just is still managing to hold Bar off for fourth place here. And what a great battle by these two drivers for the last 10 minutes of this race. And then we have that battle in behind these guys between Tron and Supra for 6th and 7th, but it looks like Supra's gotten a little bit of time back on Tron here. So Supra's got just a slight amount of breathing room on Tron Kobe. So let's just go back through the field here real quick, see how everybody's hanging here. No position changes up in the back of the pack at the moment. We got Boo still currently sitting in P1. He's just coming around the start-finish line there. So Hair Racer in the same position here. And then we got Doug coming just behind. So these three drivers are definitely going to get at least 2 more laps in. Ibra should, as well as Bar, I believe, as we're only on 1.5 laps here at Brands Hatch in the Group 4 cars here today. So these two drivers are going to get a couple more laps around Brands Hatch yet. So this battle ain't done yet. And then we've got Supra and Tron, who also will get another lap in here as well. So looking like our top 7 drivers are going to get 2 more laps. And potentially Type R will as well, but then I think from there, pardon me, ladies and gentlemen, Tap and Hannah and Monkey Mafia are probably going to be on their final laps when they cross the start-finish line. But again, our race leader currently is Boo Fushidara. We have Hair Razor sitting P2. We have Doug in 3. I need a break from that battle going on up front in the mid-pack here for a second. So we are back with this battle now, ladies and gentlemen. And Ibra and Bar are just still battling for P4 and P5 here. It looks like Bar is opted to just try and wait to try and make one more quick crack at that P4 position here. So he's just setting up his move by the looks of it here. But then again, you know, we still have Super and Trone here in a very similar situation. The gap almost about the same from Trone to Super as it is from Bar to Ibra there. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this shapes out here coming to the end of the race. So we got Boo coming around right now. We just want to keep track of all our drivers on track here now. So Boo is going to be on his final lap coming across start-finish line here. And then we have Hair Razor, who's actually starting to gain time on Boo on his final lap now. And then we have Tap coming across. He'll be on his final lap. We have Doug on his final lap. And then we've got this battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th and 7th going on in the mid-pack here. So Ibra and Bar battling. We've got Supra and Trone trying to catch it back up to this battle here for P4. So they're all going to come across this start-finish line. They're going to be on their final laps here as well at Brands Hatch today. And what a great race this has been, ladies and gentlemen, so far. And oh, we can see Bar making a move. Bar is going to go on the outside coming into Clark's corner. Is he going to make this stick? No, he's going to opt to go for cutback. Is he going to get it done? I think he had to slow up a little bit. I think Ibra blocked that corner off a little tiny bit, but Bar is on the inside going into the hairpin. And Bar is side by side. These guys are still side by side. Ibra does have the advantage here coming into the next corner. Ibra's going to stay just ahead. We do need to get with our race leader here, though, ladies and gentlemen, as he is going to be coming around for the race win here shortly. We'll get back to that battle for 4th place. Oh, what a great battle. We're going to try and hold on to it as long as we can here. But we do have our leader coming around the final corner. So today's winner at round 8 here at Brands Hatch, ladies and gentlemen, is our current standings leader, Boo Fushidara, in that Toyota 86. So congratulations to Boo on his P1 finish here today. And then we've got Ferrari's Hair Razor finishing in 2nd place. And we've got Doug. We see Tap coming across in 9th there. We've got Doug currently finishing in 4th. So back to that battle. We have Super now in 5th place. What happened there, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, and Trone's going wide. Trone hits the wall. Trone is out of this battle. So we have Ibra in 4th place. We have Supra somehow in 5th. And now Bar is back in 6th. So we did miss that. Oh, we got it marked. We'll see if we can get it here real quick, chat. So we have Ibra. Ibra does look like he's going to come around in P4 here today. What a great battle by these drivers in the race here today. So P4 goes to Ibra, 5 to Supra, and 6 to Bar. And is Trone going to manage to hold on to 7th here, as we've seen him wreck there just coming around the corner? So Trone will hold on to 7th as Sightbar, Tap, Mafia, and Hannah have not finished their laps yet. So let's see if we can get back on to what happened to Trone there. As, oh, there's the move on Bar as well. So Super getting that move done on the inside of the hairpin there, and there might have been a little bit of contact there. Great job by all the drivers. What a fantastic finish to the race, ladies and gentlemen. These drivers decided to step it up a notch in the midfield and really crank a race out there. So congratulations to Boo again for the race win. This is 7 out of 8 races this season that Boo Fushidara has won. So he's looking super good, guys. He's looking super good. So unofficial race results here today, ladies and gentlemen, is Boo Fushidara finishing in P1, Hair Razor finishing in 2nd place, Doug finishing in 3rd, Ibra finishing in 4th after fighting a amazing battle from Supra, Bar, and Trone. Supra managing to get P5 out of that deal. Bar dropping down to P6. Trone in P7. Type R in P8. Tap finishing 9th. Monkey Mafia coming in and finishing in P10. And Hannah doing a great job there, rounding out the field here in P11. Fastest lap on track today, ladies and gentlemen, does belong to Boo Fushidara with a 1:29.801. Or is that? Yes, 801. So a really great job by all our drivers here. So what we are going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to jump in and do some podiums. So bear with me here for uno momento. We're just going to jump over to say, let's go to the screen. This way that you guys can still hear me while we get set up in the chat room here. ladies and gentlemen, we're just letting them decompress here real quick. What's up, everybody? Alright, guys, we'll do these podium interviews quick, and then I'll let you guys sort it all out. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. We're just do this quick, and then you guys can do your decompress. Alright, give me one switching over. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we are back here. We are with our drivers here. So great race for round 8 here at Brands Hatch. And of course, Brands Hatch always produces great racing. Iconic racetrack here over in the United Kingdom, of course, on Gran Turismo. So everybody loves this track. Some people hate it, but everybody loves it. And congratulations to all the drivers. It was a great race. And most specifically, our top 3 finishers here today, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to start with our 3rd place finisher, Doug. And tell us a little bit about your race. It was fairly uneventful for you for the most part. You were really close into that battle for P1 and P2 there early on in the race, and then you just kind of settled into a pace and just drove it home for a P3. So talk us through how it was for you today.
First of all, I'd like to say congratulations to Bo and Razor. They did a fantastic job. They had a good battle all the way through. I'm one of those who doesn't like this track. It's really heavy on the tyres. I'm on a pad, and they wear so quick, and there's nothing. I didn't have the pace to match the boys today, so well done to them.
Absolutely. Very few words from Doug today. He's very soft-spoken today. Any shout-outs there, Mr. Doug?
Yeah, just thanks to all the boys. Thanks to everybody putting this together. Thanks to the new guy who come in, making up some numbers,
Absolutely.
So, it was good.
Awesome.
It's good.
Well, congratulations.
Thanks to you as well for commentating.
Always. It's fun to commentate. You guys put on good shows, so glad to be able to do it. So congratulations to Doug for 3rd place. Again, tied for second in the standings. So after today's race, he'll be sitting there in 3rd place solely now. But we're moving over to our 2nd place finisher, Hair Razor, who is currently sitting tied second in the standings moving into today's round. So should move up into 2nd place overall. So congratulations, Hair Razor. And man, you were having a really good race with Boo pretty much all race long there until about the last 10 minutes. It seemed like you guys started to separate a little bit there. But really great job, some great battling, and most importantly, some really great respect showing between the two of you guys on track while you were battling as well. So just talk us through your race today.
Yeah, I had quite a good start actually, and I was doing really well for about a couple of laps, and then suddenly I nearly lost it on the first bend coming off the start finish. Luckily enough, I just saved it, but Bo. I know that Bo's really quick as well. Is a really good driver, and I know that Doug is as well. So I had to think what I could do. So I thought, well, maybe I could. Best I could probably do was second. So I tried to save some fuel and tyres, and then just tried my best to keep up. And it worked out for me really well. So I'm happy with that.
Absolutely, it was a great run, and you and Boo had some really great side-by-side and nose-to-tail battles there throughout the race too, which was really fun to watch. Again, congratulations on that 2nd place finish, and anybody you want to shout out?
I'll shout out to all the drivers who have joined, and yourself, the commentator, and it's been really great. I've really enjoyed it.
Awesome. Appreciate that. And really, really good points for Team Ferrari here today as well as far as the manufacturer standings goes, ladies and gentlemen. Having one finishing in P2 and one finishing in P6, I do believe that Ferrari probably will benefit the most from the manufacturer's points here in today's race as well. So congratulations for that as well.
Thank you.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Boo Fushidara, again, coming out with a very strong performance, finishing P1. However, this wasn't as dominant as a performance as we've seen this season long. You didn't just drive through the pack and run away, as Hair Razor was not letting you get out of sight here today. So how you feeling, first of all? We know that you missed last week. You had a little bit of a day surgery thing going on, and it's glad to see you back on track. So congratulations pulling out a P1. And just talk us through how it went for you today.
Thanks very much. Brands Hatch is a really busy track, so it was probably the worst one to come back to. But massive congratulations to Doug and Hare. It was tight. It was it's just busy, hectic. Nice to be back though. Nice to be back and racing with everybody. I wasn't expecting to be as quick as I was. but genuinely pleased, pleased and surprised. And other guys have been a bit distracted with GT7 as well, so maybe that's a way to explain it.
Absolutely.
But yeah. But no, it was a really great race. Nice. It was tight to begin with. I mean, me and Hare was keeping good pace, so I wasn't forcing the issue too much. So I just thought we'd work together. We were pulling a gap onto Doug in third, and there's moments he was catching us up again. So whenever Hare made a mistake, I'd make a move and start leading, or vice versa. So yeah, just swapping positions and just managing the gap to the rest of the field really for the first bit. For the first part of the race, and then the second, just once you've added fuel, and changed tyres, just go flat out. And then I started making a few mistakes, which meant Hare just kept catching me up, so I had to concentrate and build the gap back up again.
No, and it was a great race. And man, did you guys miss a heck of a battle in the mid pack today? I really highly recommend going back and watching that battle through P4 to P7, basically for the last 15 minutes of the race, because man, it was epic. You guys have no clue what you guys missed there. And I just want to give a special shout out to Bar 27, Ibra, Tron, Colby, and Supra for an absolutely fantastic last 15 minutes of racing. It was pretty epic. It was pretty sweet to watch. It was a lot of fun. So definitely go back and watch, because man, there was a battle behind you guys of epic proportions going on, and it was really fun to watch. So congratulations to all those drivers as well for surviving the onslaught. That was really great stuff.
Well done, boys.
We always go back and watch it, so I'll definitely be watching that. That's awesome. That's what you want to see. That's what you want to be hearing. So,
Absolutely.
I'll definitely be watching that back.
It was great stuff. So congratulations, Boo, on your 7th win of the season here this season, and looking very solid. So we're on the final stretch, the last 6 races of the season here. So going to be interesting to see the chase to the championship starting to develop, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you very much to all the drivers, and I'll let you guys do your thing and say goodbye to our gracious, amazing viewers.
Cheers, guys, and a big shout out to my friend Scott, who was watching. So just to share the love, but thank you very much. Good luck with your race.
Thank you, beautiful, and have fun, guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so there we go. There we have it. Some great words by our podium finishers, Boo and Doug and Hair Razor. Again, Doug finishing in 3rd place, Hair Razor for finishing in P2, and Boo looking really good again, finishing P1. But man, the show was definitely from P4 to P7 today, ladies and gentlemen. The last 15 minutes of that race was crazy amazing. It's just wow. You can't even explain that. There was so much to see, so much to watch there. Really great way to finish the race, and I'm super excited to bring this to you guys. So thank you very much. I am your host for today, ladies and gentlemen, Ghost45, GT45 Gaming. You can find me on YouTube and Facebook, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, the broadcast is presented by the GTRC Gran Turismo Racing Community. And absolutely great group of dudes, man. I love hanging out with these guys. And massive shout out. We will be round 9 next week, ladies and gentlemen. And you don't want to miss it. It's going to be an absolutely fantastic race, like they always are from these guys. And stay safe out there, everybody. And most importantly, stay winning. This is your host, Ghost45, signing off for the afternoon. Thank you so much for watching the broadcast. And if you haven't liked and shared this broadcast out, if you could do that for us one time, that'd be absolutely fantastic. It helps the pages grow. And we love you so much. And take care. And we'll see you all very, very soon.